Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Check the iCard if you missed last episode. And with that, welcome back to R6 Extraction. Now, if you haven't noticed, we have a bunch more operators to level 10 now. The last episode, I believe we got completely wrecked on our 4x4 challenge that we were trying to do, and yeah, um, granted, I was using LO, which doesn't have very high armor, but I just generally felt that I was not quite ready for the harder levels yet. But and I see why. By time you get um, I don't know. I done them in a row, minus the ones that I already had. Habana was annoying as all crap to get leveled up. Her weapons are just ugh, kind of sucks for high level stuff. But anyway. Um, yeah, so I just started, I'm like, well, I'll just start leveling up stuff and I'll kind of learn as I go. And I did. And actually with Rook, I ended up doing I forgot what the highest level is. Um, critical. I done a critical completely with him on level 4 and completed it. And I think I still had 80 health left by the time I got out of it. Um, I mean, he is beefy. I mean, he's almost the highest armor you can get, but his armor pack is useless single player. But his weapons are good. Um, but what I figured out is the paralysis grenades are really nice. You could take down tormentors without them whew, high level almost all of your regular grunts that you see at low level are almost entirely replaced with tormentors, and oh my god, you the more of these you have, the better. And I remembered, I'm like, oh yeah, we have an explosive harness, which lets you carry extra grenades. Well, this one little add-on makes it incredibly easy to do critical level. Well, depending. If you're low armor, you still got to be careful because it's. I mean, even with your heavy armored guys, if you still have to watch what you do because if you screw up, you can be overwhelmed rather quickly. But what this allows you to do is kind of clear stuff quietly, and if you can get all the nests killed off quietly before you actually start your objective, then I've found you have a lot better results. So, yeah, these allow you to go around and, get rid of all the tormentors. You can actually get rid of apexes. I know the last game I struggled a lot with apexes. Um, these will actually allow you to, it gives you enough. You can throw one down, put a clip into its head, uh, throw another one while you reload, and then throw a third one to finish it off. And that's your 3 grenades starting off without this belt. But then with the belt, you have additional if you need them. Um, it's pretty easy to avoid apexes as long as you know they're there. But tormentors are a whole nother because they move around, and yeah, it's just these grenades are amazing, and this belt tips them off. So, what we're gonna do today is sorry about that. Is we are going to continue leveling up these last operators. We also have they just dropped since the last episode a new update where we get Zofia and we have we get an auto turret. I've only used it once and it was on a super low level, and Don't know if it's gonna be worth it or not, but we'll try it out just for giggles. Plus, one more thing before we get started. Um, the missions where you have an elite, where you go around and you kill the three like guardians, and then you gotta kill the elite. Well, whenever you're playing, I don't know if you get it on the third level, but I know you do on the fourth level. On the fourth level, those elites are almost always an apex accompanied by a protean, which is those like the operator people, that copies the operators. And those are those can be tough just because I know in the high levels I've been swarmed with like the apex and the protean are guaranteed. But the problem is you don't know what's going to come with that or what the apex is going to bring up, and yeah, that can be bad because I've seen the apex both bring a bunch of tormentors and a bunch of smashers, and you almost have to, because the protean is aggressive, like it's on you constantly, uh, especially depending on which one you get. Sledge sucks. Um, Alibi also sucks because the clones. I haven't showed a Alibi one yet because you don't. It seems like it's kind of rare, but hopefully we get one during these practices so I can show you. But they're aggressive, so like you can't really attempt to get the apexes or whatever the apexes bring up until you get that protean down, because it just, like, one specific uh, instance I had is I had a protean. Um, I had got the apex down somehow without the protean killing me, but it had the before I got the apex down, it brought up two smashers, which are fine as long as you keep your distance. Smashers aren't really all that scary. Um, but the problem is whenever you try to take them out, it like the protean does enough damage that, well, you throw your paralysis grenades and you only have, I think it's like 5 seconds. Well, by the time that 5 seconds is up, and you're like, you throw a paralysis and it stops the protean and the smasher. Well, so you go behind the smasher and you try to do your takedown. Well, by the time you get your takedown like three-quarters of the way done, the paralysis grenade wears off, and the protean like takes anywhere from a quarter to three-quarters of your health off, plus knocks you off the smasher, and it can get very complicated. But anyway, I, I've learned a lot, is what I'm getting at. Um, and like I said, I even had one instance where I got like a very low level operator through a critical just fine, but but it was Rook, so lots of armor, and I got a lot of good um challenges. I didn't get any annoying challenges. But what I was going to bring up with the Protean is I don't know if you get it by defeating like the gateway missions or whenever you defeat that Protean in an actual incursion, like as a with an apex kind of thing. Um, but I've unlocked. I don't know where you get the weapon skin. Didn't notice when that popped up, but you get the skin, like the headgear and the uniform, of their protean countertype. So that's pretty sweet. So we got Smoke and Alibi, both as proteans. Now, Sledge is also a protean, and I've defeated him multiple times in gateways, but also in my incursions as an elite. So I don't know. That must not be the trigger. Maybe it's a level. It very well could be level, maybe. I don't know. But I've found it weird that I don't have... Because, you know, headgear and uniforms is not something I check every round. So, like, I don't know, I probably played a couple hours before I went to check and noticed that I had those two. So, I don't know. But anyway, with that, we got Smoke almost a level 10. So, we'll warm up a little bit here with Tachanka so we can get lower levels started. But, yeah. We will start leveling up operators. And then after that, we'll go continue our 4x4 challenges. The mutations. I got fog on one of my criticals, and I got in this small room with a bunch of smashers. 3 smashers brought up by an apex. I got the apex killed, but all in a small little room, and like
550 rounds per minute can solve anything.
It was scary, especially when you have the serial scans and you have to stay in those little areas, and you get smashers spawn. Talk about complicated. It's pretty much just paralysis, and hope they stay out of the way.
The parasite's carapace may be regrowing underground. No thanks to mark spines.
Immediately start out with 6 paralysis grenades, which is nice. It very much comes in handy. I also started running suppressors on both weapons. It just seems like when you're going for stealth, the benefits outweigh the negatives. Most of the time. Of course, if you were, and this is all because I'm playing single player. I'm sure the rules completely change when you get into like groups of people. I would assume. But did he go in the background? I thought he walked right over here. So yeah, Tormentors aren't near as bad as they used to be, as long as you know what else is in the room.
Device if you have one.
Because you just use a grenade to take them out. Apexes used to be the thing that I didn't know how to really combat. And because they have some sort of like close combat
plant the charges and defend the site until they detonate.
Counter, like if you get close to them, they like explode, kind of sort of, with no damage to it, but it kind of explodes and takes a bunch of your health. So then I started using paralysis grenades on it to just hold it there while I deal damage to it. And it seemed to work. It worked a lot better once I remembered the belt.
I'm reloading.
Those suck. Those sowers. Or sours or... not sowers. They suck. I've had them single-handedly screw up rounds for me. Just because they're... Ooh. Just because they're... depending on where they're setting, it's really... awkward to hit their weak points. And they're super indestructible from... I thought I heard one. They're like super invulnerable from the front. So my goal usually is, as time permits, to just kind of run around and get rid of any nests and any high-level enemies I can, because it makes the objective a whole lot easier if you can get as many of those out as you can. And you don't really, you probably wouldn't have to, but it just seems to work out a whole lot better. I just noticed my Tachanka is still a little beat up. I can't remember what I was doing something stupid with him. Oh, that's how I used him. I could kill. Yes. What really sucks is when you hit one of them. They also seem to lock onto you through walls sometimes. I don't know if that's intentional or if I'm doing something specifically that triggers that. Don't know, still. Sometimes they just train you through walls. Not entirely sure why. But it happens sometimes. I hate these, but I also found out... Talk about something that's super inconsistent. Those binding spores. I've noticed sometimes when you get them on you, you can just look at weird directions, and like the laser like bounces off of stuff weird, and will clear them sometimes. I don't know if that's intentional or a bug. I've also noticed if you just throw a paralysis grenade on like some random objects, sometimes you get the same effect. Sometimes it clears them, sometimes it doesn't. So by its super odd nature, I'm not entirely sure if it's a bug or if it's meant that way. I'm just kind of exploring around, seeing if I can find any more. I hate those. Most of the time it's fine, but don't know why that one was active, actually. Yeah, see, you can... And I got rid of the binding spores. Sometimes just having the laser does it. It's super inconsistent with the laser, though. Wait, he's going to town back here.
Reloading.
I'm basically, yeah, just going around looking for nests in React Tech. I've got 13. I'd probably be alright to go ahead and try them out. This is the 3rd level instead of the hardest, so I'll probably be alright. But then again, I'm only level... The level is...
Wall is
5, I
reinforced.
think. Oh, also, if you can...
Wall is fortified.
I forgot about that until just right now, but if I'm not mistaken, you get more reinforcements with a React Tech. I'm pretty sure, maybe I'm wrong, so ignore me if I'm wrong, but so if you find your objective, leave a React Tech box, come in here and reinforce, and then go get your React Tech box, and then you'll have enough to reinforce it. I'm pretty sure they get refilled. Could be wrong, but I remember kind of like at one point I went and collected more, and I'm like, oh well, I have more reinforcements. Okay, we'll leave this door open. And actually, we have these machine gun. I think I'm right around.
Gun mounted. Good to go.
I have yet to use this on this game yet, so I don't know. So, real quick, my voice is feeling a little dry. Alright, here we go. Hopefully this does like stupid damage.
Hostiles inbound. Defend the site.
Oh no!
This one is done.
I got it. Stuck on a corner or something.
The enemy is trying to get to the charges. Can't let that happen.
Hello, please. And sometimes you can't get over there. It helps a lot to just slow them down. I hate those so
Our
much.
teams are attacking the charges. Stop them.
Really shouldn't waste React Tech on them, but... Little ankle biters.
Archies are getting to the charges. Don't let them.
Wait for this. Wait for this Tormentor to come back out here. I heard him.
Get moving, or you'll be stuck with the Archaeans.
No more arc spines. The enemy can't rely on them
Okay.
anymore. Good news for us.
No, we can get on out of here. Did I pick? Yeah, okay, I got it. Get on out of here since I wasted a bunch of time. We're running a little low.
You're on the right track, and the only way is forward.
Yes, please. Chaos, please. Yeah, see, we still have 16 paralysis grenades.
Subzone transition in effect.
Hot
UNSC needs a living, breathing arcane of a special kind. Locate the target.
There you go. Apex. I guess I'm getting ready to be able to demonstrate. How to take one of these down. Or the way I find to take them down. There is probably a better way. Or maybe not, I don't know. Just a way that I've found to deal with them that makes it pretty easy.
I'm reloading.
Pretty sure it's right over here. Yep.
Throwing the bomb.
Throw another one. Keep still. Reload. Throw another. And it's dead. And if you're quick on your grenades, most of the time you can get it killed without it bringing more people in, and B, without it like setting off all the nests around. Sucks when that happens. You trigger something early on the harder levels, might as well just extract. It's the time they overwhelm you before you even... Sweet, we got a smasher somewhere, sounds.
Keep it still breathing. Trap it at the extraction point.
Oh yeah, that's the... It all picked off. And I don't know what its little, Its howl is weird. I don't know if it actually triggers anything. Pretty easily distracted. Oh yeah, it did. Sometimes it howls and like nothing happens. You have to keep it triggered, so to speak. Did we lose it? Okay, there it comes. Set off an apex. Yep, I definitely did.
One life specimen coming right up.
So much easier when you have grenades. So much easier.
I'm reloading.
Couldn't really see that good. So typically what I do, if I get it finished with like 11 minutes left, I generally go around, pick up any more gear that I missed, or rests and people. What was this box? Is there anything? Ability. I don't know how Chonka's ability works as far as...
You can head to the next subzone. Nothing left of interest here.
Like, there's some operators, like Pulse and stuff, that, like, the ability refill is, like, never needed. Because with Pulse specifically, like... I can make a Tormentor. How about an Apex? They started charging. I swore I heard a Tormentor out here. Maybe it was the... I think it was the Apex. They make some funky noises sometimes. Punch him up here. Don't look at that aim. We'll go ahead and go on to the... What was... Ooh, serial scan. Serial scans can be tough.
You've got a good thing going. Keep it up in the next subzone.
Like I said earlier, I had one instance where the only thing that spawned when you done the aerial scans.
Get to catalyst emitter. You will collect data on parasite energy phenomena as they react to the catalyst.
And 2 smashers. And learned the hard way that the best way I've found to deal with those is to just eat these guys too. Is to just turn around. See what things blow him up? Is to paralyze him like as soon as they come around.
I'm reloading.
Just keep them from coming into Bangalore in the room, and then take care of them once your scan's done. Because it's really hard to, if you get close enough to if you get in the serial scan area of a smasher, that is not cool. Not cool.
This one is done.
Hey, yeah, that's entirely too close to a smasher. Get out of the side areas. Seems like I got another one of those pretty close. Maybe I'm hearing things. I don't like how many pitter patters I hear anymore. Also, I found out if you You can laser the breachers and mortars. One that was making noise must have got stuck.
Get the catalyst emitter online. Artifacts will behave like activated axons.
Hostile has been neutralized.
I heard something. It might have been that. Oh, yeah, that's good. Clean some of this area off, because we're going to have to maneuver it with the scan.
Reload.
I completely failed to see that when I was here a second ago. Let's see if I can get the laser to do its weird thing. Sometimes you can get it to like bounce weird off an object and get rid of those. Super weird, but I have had it happen. Probably a bug. Given how inconsistent it is.
Head to the first scan area.
I missed that. Just trying to set up.
Initiating data transfer.
LMG
Heads up.
mounted and
Enemy
loaded.
inbound.
Heck. That's... Be nice if that one in my room. Oh yeah, get off this, please.
28 destroyed.
Data transfer.
Not
Some of
done
those
yet.
suck, man.
There's more.
Now, what do you gotta hit to make them roar up like that?
I'm
I guess
reloading.
just shoot their legs. Well, kind of embarrassed to figure that out now. It's like Siege, man. You just keep learning. Ooh, heard a noise. Let's go take care of that first. Excuse me? Oh! He hopped in from the ceiling. Or from the window above.
Wall is reinforced.
You know what I mean.
Wall reinforced.
Oh, I definitely hear him. There's definitely a
Archeans are just a little upset.
nest up there that I missed.
Reload.
Yeah, you just shoot their legs and they roar up.
Data transfer complete.
Move to the next scanning zone.
Interesting. Ankle biters. Okay, so not always. Maybe it just has to be specifically the front legs. Okay, well, let's go get this last game taken care of. Get a good cleared off.
Initiating data transfer.
Archie suddenly wants to show
So
up.
the turret, not that good in my opinion. It may get stronger as we level up though. Hey, you shoot your feet in their aura. How about that?
Data transfer complete.
We got all the data we need. We'll unravel the mysteries behind the
They
anomaly.
seem to kind of do it randomly too. Inconvenient. Looks like so much. Okay. Right, this was our last one, so we can just extract. Yeah, screw it for the fun of it. We'll take this guy down.
Давай. Get him.
The skin's pretty sweet.
I can't tell if you brought your
Skin's
A
good.
game or this is too easy for
I like
you.
it. I saw that it looked like the new, I don't think it's called a year pass anymore, but the new, like, big pass for Siege has a, oh, I don't know, what do they call those, active camos or something. See, we got, like, what, 2.5 levels out of that?
Never underestimate me.
And I don't think it'll be hard to tell because he was a little damaged when we start, but yes. But, I don't think we lost all that much health. I don't think we lost any to our core anyway. Okay. Let's try a, critical with smoke. And, see how that goes. Okay. I have not tried a gateway on critical yet. I've done a few before. All 3 of these suck. These suck.
I swear, if one more blighter asks me if I smoke,
Smoke. Smoke's very. I had a word about Austin. He's very active when it comes to comments when you click on his name.
Mutation detected. Nest resistance high.
Nest resistance kind of sucks.
Archies can adapt, maybe even change and evolve because they've got arc spines in the area. Look around for them.
Just because you almost have to break them.
tossing device. The enemy is dead.
I really like his voice though. Smoke's voice. Laser could be kind of contrary sometimes on almost all fronts. Yeah, we'll check. This is where I came in, wasn't it? Here, then we'll go check. We got a guy right over there, but it's just a guy.
Your objective can't be far. Try a recon tool if you've got one.
Figured that might pull the Tormentor aside a little bit, but I guess it did not. I tried Smoke's stuff. By the way, they look sick on this, but I don't know, it just didn't seem like it was... One, by the time you need it, you're in trouble, and like, by the time you pull this out and figure out where you want to throw it, the enemy's like out of the way already, or most of your health gets taken away because you're trying to aim this thing. Well, yeah, I just don't know. I struggled to see how it was very useful, but that doesn't mean it didn't. I just haven't quite figured out the meta for Smoke yet, I guess is what I was trying to say. I thought I heard a... Okay, so it's gonna be over here. Actually, if we get you...
You've located an arc spine. Set the charges and guard the site until they detonate.
Device on its way. That's taken care of.
I'll keep an eye out for those spikers. It sucks when that happens. You get one that's behind something.
Reloading.
That's why I wish it was... I was gonna say line of sight, but it's not, and it is line of sight, but like...
Reloading my weapon.
I wish they wouldn't duck down whenever they do their howl thing.
Eliminate my target.
I don't usually mark Tormentors, but usually is if I ever see an Apex, I mark it so I can kind of keep track on. Oh, and of course he's coming up here too. Sometimes what you can do when they're in a big group like this is we'll first kind of clear your path. You gotta be able to walk up, but
Device on its way.
stun them all. Take care of these guys and then take damage.
Enemies is clear.
Check, was there? Yeah, I thought there was one more in there. But yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but I've definitely improved since I've last made a video on this. This Tormentor. It's not really close, it's kind of scary. I'm gonna like secretly pop up in this.
Throwing the device. file no longer active.
Gotcha.
Device on.
You probably shouldn't waste them on that either, but I do sometimes. You know, sometimes you just gotta YOLO and throw the things. I mean, you could argue with saving your health, but he didn't see nothing. I hit him first try. What are you talking about? Okay. I think we're probably... take one more peruse and listen, see what we hear. I think we're probably good to start this. And this probably won't tell me much, but I mean, I have it, so I might as well. I got the reinforcements, so I might as well use them.
Wall is reinforced.
That was worth it. Close this door. And we'll send it. Oop.
Commencing fusion.
Get
Try to
ready.
use my
Pissed off our
canisters.
Keens are on the way.
It's no longer an issue.
Probably have enough time to turn around on that one, but yeah, we'll just use it around. We got plenty for right now.
That's taken care of.
Did I not set that off? I just 100% meant to. Oh, yeah, sucks when that happens.
Our team is getting to the charges. Don't let them.
Okay, I'm gonna take these spikers out.
Device on. Enemy's been cleared. The enemy is dead.
Okay, that should get the... Well, I should have just waited, I
Arc
guess.
spines are gone. Nicely done. We can't risk it with the parasite.
We did end up taking a little bit of... But that's part of the course. It seems like any time I mess with his gadget, it just ends up biting me in the butt. It kind of seems that way with a couple different operators, actually. Habana, man, I should have recorded some of my Habana play. God, it was terrible. I got straight up wrecked playing with her. It's the only weapon of hers that's like, you even have the shotgun, which is...
Device on its way.
Stick to what works, improvise where you must. Keep moving forward.
Done. It's no longer an issue. Got it, device. That's taken care of.
Nothing
Anyway,
left for us here.
what was
Head to
I
the next subzone.
Habana. Her, like, you either have the shotgun or Or her rifle, which is nice, but the mag is so freaking little that it's like...
Airlock sequence. Subzone transition in effect.
We've detected abnormal nests. Another mutagen strain. Locate the nest.
And her gadget was that way. It just seemed like anytime I used it, I just got in more trouble than I started with. Oh, I thought it was on over the edge. I didn't think it was right there. Now where'd this Tormentor go? Start to. We'll trigger it a little bit. That'll probably trigger it. Yep.
Device on its way. Can't reload.
Those are tough because you never really know if you got it before it held or not. I think I did, but I was kind of close, for sure.
Destroy those nests. Get a sample from the mutagen's point of origin.
So it just dawned on me. I wonder if paralysis grenades.
Device on its way.
I wonder if paralysis grenades. Accidentally on ADS. Okay, I thought that kind of sounded like another one. It's important I find that right now.
Device on its way. Toxic device. Device on its way.
Oh. Whew. Like, they're not really that bad if you keep track of, like, they really like to move on you. Yeah, like, where you at? Okay, I must have got them all.
Throw it.
Anyway, I was wondering if these paralysis grenades work on these nests. Right up here. I think so. Try to use this as a bit of a test.
Device on its way.
That's it. Destroy the aberrant nest, and the neoplasm will open.
So it might have worked.
Device on its way. Hostile no longer active.
Oh, kind of hard to tell because you have to make. Oh god. Right, I forgot the one in here.
All nests are gone. Get a sample.
I thought that was the last one. Scare me. Scared me. Boop.
Good use of that reactor blade.
Gadgets or health. Anyway, I see one over there. I don't know what it is exactly.
Enemies is clear.
Hey, when that happens. There's Pingo. Where's that other one that I saw? There. Way over there.
Nothing left to pursue here, so you can move to the next subzone.
Ash is the biggest IC gamer ever. That would certainly come in handy.
Reactor
Yeah,
expended.
out. Rip. I accidentally hit the button, so it's a good thing I didn't hit it. We'll check here, just make sure we got everything. Alrighty, we'll mosey on.
You're driven, and it shows. Carry that into the next subzone.
I was about to say, I'm like, what, there's no react I can hear?
Airlock sequence. Subzone transition in effect.
I'm picking up some readings. It's a singularity. This could get interesting.
Okay, we'll try to get to this gateway without getting...
That's taken care of.
Those suck too. This dude would leave. I don't think it's going to, though. It's got a Tormentor behind it. Kind of hoping that would be ugly. Maybe I can mosey my way to the gateway without having to battle anybody else. probably in the middle of that room if I had to guess. I just hear someone walking in here.
I'm reloading. Throwing the device.
I think that gateway's probably back in there. Oh. Real? I do hear it though. Hopefully you don't have a whole lot of...
There's no telling where that will lead. Up to you if you want to go further.
Okay, let's just start this. What? Didn't get started. Get me out of here already. Okay. Usually you can tank some health and stuff there, because this, I've never done this before, so... Usually you get some, like, you get some health and stuff. When you get in here.
Losing contact with command. Comms override.
Just kinda hoping for some more react tech than I got, but that build's coming out first for sure. Let's see who we got.
Protean signature.
Sledge.
Engage and eliminate.
Zip 9 with cassette.
Sledge is tough, man. It's actually going better than I thought it would do, to be honest.
Protean signature.
Okay, this must be the, yeah.
Warning. Our key and swarm inbound.
Intermission. So to speak. There's enough health around here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the, I wish they wouldn't have went with a texture on this orb that looks like... Like that? I don't think that really warranted pushing me back. He was jumping down, but he wouldn't have covered me. Okay, that was surprisingly...
Protean signature. Detected.
Throwing a Z9.
That's surprisingly easy. If we get both coming now, though, instead of just... was hearing. Reload, please.
Device.
I missed him. You didn't see that.
Toxic device. I'm reloading. Throwing the device.
E. Oh god. Oh god, he's being mighty beefy right now. Which is like sort of his whole thing.
Device on its
He gets more resistant as he loses damage. Getting a little low on time.
reloading my weapon.
He disappears so much now.
Reloading.
I got him though. There we go. Sweet. That actually wouldn't a whole lot harder than usual.
You went to hell and back. It takes someone like you to prove that anything is possible.
Alright, now theoretically, that should put us to level 10 now. Right?
What's the worst that can happen?
Yep. Hit count increases to 5. Cloud duration to 10. I don't know. I just don't think his gadget's that great for that kind of thing. Oh. Yeah. I don't know. That gadget just seems to be more trouble than it's worth. Oh, what's that? I think we'll leave this episode here. I think we're probably in a position where we could probably do a 4x4 challenge now if we wanted to. I was just gonna go ahead and wait until I get them all level 10, but I don't know, we might push it up. Thanks for watching. Love y'all. See you next time.